Is your personal meditation practice when you sit down, do you just kind of just let go, relax? Is there a particular...
Meditation practice?
Yes.
That's the download of that lecture. You want to hear it?
Yes. How about 100?
Anyway, the meditation practice has to do... We've described two different kinds of meditation. We've described central fixed meditation. You know, meditation is a whole project in itself, whole subject in itself. Generally, they go into, I prefer contemplation to meditation, because meditation you've got to take time out, and eventually your life gets too busy, you haven't got time out, so you skip it. Contemplation is a way of being in the world which is sort of continuous, in which one relates to the field in sort of a general way, and then the particulars seem to be happening of their own. Meditation can be in the same way, in which one's focus is on the field and not on the content of the field. There's another way called the fixed focus, in which in meditation you fixate on the phenomena as they appear and surrender them as they appear. And then you go through the progressive fields of realization. You get that you are not the content of the field. You get that you are the witness of the field. And you progressively withdraw from identification with the content of consciousness to become its witness. And eventually there's the realization that one is the field of awareness, that awareness, because all this is happening without your say-so. As you become aware that witnessing is happening of its own, you realize it's not me. All this time you think the mind is me. Well, if the mind was me, you could stop witnessing. You can't stop witnessing. So obviously it is a phenomena which is arising out of consciousness. So you stop identifying with the content and you identify with the witness, the observer. Eventually you identify with consciousness itself. And then in a rather profound sweep of realization, you realize that that which you are is beyond even consciousness itself. That one's reality is the unmanifest becoming manifest as consciousness, out of which arises awareness, or out of which arises witnessing, out of which then arises perception, and then the identification with perception, and then the thought of self as mind. It's a progressive awareness. There are schools which do nothing but practice meditation. No spiritual or religious direction. They do not call themselves anything except a meditation center. You do nothing but meditate. And the purpose of it all is to merely assist you in the process of meditation, period. They don't tell you what to meditate on or for, or give you any goal or any direction. That's a very pure form of meditation. You just go and meditate, like going to the steam bath. You go and meditate. Generally, meditation is coming out of an intentionality. And an intentionality. It's really a subject we should go into some other day, because there are very simple ways of meditating that will take you there very rapidly. You sit quietly and close your eyes. If you close your eyes and look straight ahead, you will see tiny little specks. Phos genes, they call them. You'll see tiny little specks. Okay, so you focus on the field in which specks are happening. As you do that, you will begin to feel that your field of awareness begins to expand now, as though the specks are almost representing a mini cosmos. And you keep surrendering and letting go of wanting to resist anything, and you merely witness the phos genes. You witness the tiny little spectrals. If you close your eyes right now, it's not all pitch black. No. There's a million little tiny lights. Don't you see them? Yeah, way off in the distance, like sparkling stars way off in the distance. So you just then look like beyond them and past them. So you're the witness of the field. Already you're just the witness of the field, quite clear you are not the field, you're the witness of the field. If you do nothing but breathe quietly, be aware of your breathing, and witness the field, you will go into a more advanced state of consciousness. You don't have to do anything else but that. Don't try and do anything with it. Just witness the field. Your eyes are closed, so now you let the focus, instead of being on the little spots, you let it go to the totality beyond the spots, and all of a sudden you'll feel yourself in a different dimension. It can happen very rapidly, it can happen slowly. It's very simple, but it'll take you right out of the dimension, right into a different dimension. Utter simplicity. Watch the breathing, be with the breathing, and just watch straight ahead. That's all you have to do. Nothing else. Nothing else. You'll automatically shift into a different level of consciousness. It's automatic. And then you realize, I'm not the thoughts, I'm not the content of the field. And as you practice this, the field gets bigger and bigger. Finally, it seems like what you're focused on is the whole cosmos. It's as though, instead of these little sparkly lights here, it's like it's all coming out there. It's like 4th of July and all this is going off. And then it's like the field of consciousness is almost like the cosmos. One goes beyond any limited definition of self. It's a very simple technique. People try to mystify these various spiritual techniques. There's nothing mystical about it. It's just that your dedication to reach the truth. So you're asking God, please reveal to me, the nature of consciousness. And once you see the nature of consciousness, you're very close to what you want to know. And that solves itself. Thank you for such a wonderful question.